So a rematch from the Dubai Sevens is taking place as a semi-final in Cape Town, Fiji versus France. The last time these two sides played, it was extremely close, and this game here, I believe, will be no different. But in the preview, we're going to be looking through at the previous fixtures for these two sides, their key players to watch out for, and then also at the end, a prediction who we think will win this game. But we will start with the Fijians. They started off with a massive game up against Uruguay, part of Pool A. And in these shortened pools, only 3 teams per group, means that you have to start off well. It's exactly what Fiji did, winning 70 points to 7. So a pretty one-sided game, getting themselves multiple tries back to back to back. So if they can back it up here, could be extremely dangerous. Their next game was up against Great Britain, and once again I mention, with the shortened pools, it means you have to win pretty much every single game unless you get extremely lucky for the points differential. And Fiji only just managing to beat Great Britain 17 points to 12. If that game had gone the other way, it would have been GB through to the semi-final. For the French, they have started off brilliantly as well, getting themselves the win over the USA, 50 points to 12, and then following it up with a dominating performance over New Zealand, 47 points to 15. So certainly two sides that know how to score points. Fiji so far from their 2 games have scored 87 points in total, whereas France, they have scored 97. So very close to that 100. I believe both sides will bring it up in this game, and this will only be their 3rd match of the Cape Town Sevens. But jumping into the key players for these two sides, for the Fijians, I feel like that last game certainly showed the late impact that Toreo Tamani can bring. He managed to score the last-minute try up against Great Britain, but before that point, we saw a try for Sevu Mothinothangi, one of the big men of this Fijian team, and then also Georgie Nasova, a little bit of a quiet workhorse for the Fijians, but recently has really burst to front and centre, so hopefully he can do it again. And the semi-final for the French, one of the best things I think a side can see in a competition of sevens is not just being reliant on one try scorer. And up against New Zealand, France had 7. No one scored a double. Everyone just getting their try, then getting back to work. So for France, I mean those experienced heads, Pauline Reva, Steven Perez-Martin, those type of players can help these younger guys who haven't got that same experience really get the best out of their team, and also just help the side in the right direction. At the end of the day, they are trying to develop this team into future champions, and perhaps if they win this game up against Fiji, that could be a lot sooner than France did anticipate. But now we're up to that stage of a prediction. Now, the last time that these two sides played, it was extremely close. Quarterfinal of Dubai, 19 points to 17. Now, this game has potential of being a similar scoreline. Perhaps we see France fire out of the gates like they did up against New Zealand, where they were able to get 33 points in the first half, or perhaps Fiji, like they did up against Uruguay, are able to find that domination early and really make it difficult for France to get back in the game. So I'm going to say we'll see a mixture of both, but at the same time, I don't think a scoreline around that 19 to 17 may not be a mile off. So just because we saw the Fijians finally get themselves that gold last week, I'm going to say they'll win it again. And this time, I think they'll win it 21 points to 19. I'm giving each of these sides 1 extra kick over. It's a nice day in Cape Town, more than likely. So with that being said, not a lot of wind. Hopefully makes for slightly easier kicking. But this game, it is going to be kicking off at 1:18 a.m. New Zealand time. So a pretty late night one for you guys in Fiji. But of course, we will be doing the live commentary on the channel. So if you are new, be sure to leave a like and subscribe. Do let me know your score predictions in the comments as well. And I will see you all for the next one.